Am I the meanest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the prettiest?
Pawn's drunk.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
Pawn's drunk.
Well, who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
Who am I?
Pawn's drunk.
I can't hear you.
Pawn's drunk. AKA Mr. Moo. Woo, shot himself.
Of Harlem.
Dímelo, mi gente. ¿Qué lo que? You already know this is Punch, Drunk, Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moo. Woo, shot himself. A.k.a. Errol, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Happy Friday, fin de semana, happy Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, God bless each and every one of y'all. Still, of course, the talk of the town. Errol the True Spins, Bud Crawford. What's going to be next for Errol Spins? What's going to be next for Bud Crawford? The blaming game. The excuses, the non-excuses. Spence fans still hurt. There is some Spence fan that, you know what I'm saying, just saying, hey, yo, Bud is the guy. He's a better man. That's it. He's good. There's some people that want the rematch. There's some people that don't want the rematch. You feel me? There's some people that say, nah, you know what I'm saying? He should have never, I'm saying after the car accident, you know, he wasn't really right. You know what I'm saying? He should have never kept on fighting and stuff like that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? But after Danny Super Garcia and then guys, they wasn't saying nothing. There's some people that's giving, you know what I'm saying, the little backhand compliments and stuff like that. Like, nah. I got to give credit to Bud. But it was something wrong with Errol the True Spence. What you mean there's something wrong with Errol the True Spence? Huh? Nah. I ain't trying to take nothing away from Bud. But it was something wrong. He just wasn't the same, man. What you talking about? He wasn't the same. Huh? You ain't trying to give credit. How many people you heard say that? Huh? How many people you heard say like, nah, you know what I'm saying? All props to Bud. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be a better fight. I thought my guy was Spence. And I thought, you know what I'm saying? He was going to show out, you know what I'm saying? And prove to the world and stuff. And all props to Bud. But it was shit wrong with Errol True Spence. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with Errol True Spence. César in the building. César con los 2 pesos de plátano. César in the building. What's good? César. Randy in the building. What's good, man? What's good, Punch? Dímelo, mi hermano, con la bandera de República Dominicana. And shout out to Elry Cedeño Martinez, who just knocked out his opponent in the first round. Shout out to Elry Cedeño Martinez. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen, on your way in. Smash the like button on your way in. ¡Woo! La música de Randy. Pero la música de Randy. Vamos, DJ. Prende la música. El sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Smashy the like button like you would smash your shoulder. Smash the like button like if you don't got no show. Smash the like button if you feel low home. Hey, DJ Camelo, Alex enseña, págame la música. Págame la música. Vamos a hablar de boxeo, mi gente. Vamos a hablar de boxeo. What's good? Raps up boxing out of the voice of the UK, London, bro. What's good? Just Blaze in the building. What's good? We're going to be talking about this because we're hearing a lot of excuses. We're hearing a lot of backhand compliments of Bud Crawford. Either you feel like Bud Crawford beat the crap out of Errol the True Spence. Don't give me but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, but nah. I'm just saying, yeah, Bud is really good. But you know what I'm saying? Nah. Ain't no excuse. Nah. But Errol the True Spence, you know what I'm saying? Something was wrong with Errol the True Spence. He just didn't look good, man. I say he looking high, he looking slow. He talked high, he took slow. He talked slow. Motherfucker, Errol the True Spence is always slow. Why everybody saying that? Oh man, did you hear how Errol the True Spence was talking? Errol the True Spence always talk like that. Errol the True Spence always talk like Big Bird's best friend Snuffles. He always be like, hey, bird. He always is like that. I don't understand when people say, hey, yo. Yes? Okay. Like, he's always slow. He's always mellowed out. He always talk like he's slow and high. He always is like that. When he got a beating or before he got a beating. Maybe when he got a beating, he looked extra slow. You know what I'm saying? Don't. If you're gonna give Bud his props, then damn it, give Bud his mother effing props. All right? Earl True Spence get props too. He get props. You know what I'm saying? He get props for stepping inside the ring. He's a modern day warrior, modern day gladiators. You know what I'm saying? He put his life on the line for a pure entertainment, just like Bud. You know what I'm saying? It all goes with preparation. Who took him on serious, ladies and gentlemen? I told you leading up to the fight. I know we've been talking about this. Good. The fans calling in the building. What's good, my brother? I know we've been talking about this. This channel been talking about it. This channel was talking about it. This a Pro Spence channel. That's a Bud Crawford's channel. Everybody been talking about it, but goddamn, a lot of people ain't talking about what I'm about to talk about. I ain't gonna say that Earl True Spence going to great against the powers that be, his team. His business handlers is the reason why Bud Crawford kicked his ass. I'm going to say is it did play a little bit of an effect if we're talking about timing, if we're going to take consideration of the time off, but that all had to do with Earl True Spence. So that's not an excuse, but that's all the Earl True Spence for. We're going to break it down why Earl True Spence and his ego got the best of him. We're going to be talking about that, folks. We're going to be talking about that. We're going to tell you why Earl True Spence's ego got the best of him. Because Earl changed, y'all. Yeah, I'm going to say it like that. Yeah, I said it. Earl changed. Earl changed from a good, humble little kid from two-parent household. Very, very shy. Very shy. Then he started hanging around with Robert Eastern and Javante Tank Davis. And Adrian Brown, and then you will see them in drunken public. In the span of 9 months, his whole body was tattooed up. He just had his back just versus Ugas. Looked like he wasn't fully prepared because let me see it like this. I got a lot of tattoos. I got a lot of tattoo pieces. All right, my body is full with tattoos. There is recovery with having tattoos. Everybody got tattoos. There is like a recovery thing. You got a bunch of tattoos now, then when you was sparring, when you was working out. Because I know you can't be in the clinch when you got a tattoo. Like, ouch. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying. That he needed the time off to get all them tattoos. They need him time off to get all them tattoos. Was that a real car accident, the second car accident? Was it a real, was he going to Dubai, baby, with his boo? I'm just saying. I don't know. Joe Pot in the building was good. I don't know. We're going to be breaking it down. We want to know if it was ego. If his ego got the best of him. Ladies and gentlemen, I dropped the video earlier today. That was going to be my live show yesterday. So I apologize if I ain't do the live. You know what I'm saying? Happy Hour Thursday. But let me break down what I was breaking down in the video. Like if y'all didn't see the video, smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Smash the mother effing like button. We're going to be talking about also David Benavidez versus Demetrius Boo Andrade. We're going to be talking about Jamel Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. We're going to talking about why now people's comparing Floyd Mayweather versus Terrence Bud Crawford. I mean, Terrence Bud Crawford with Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How they compare it because, oh my God, you know the boxing world moves like that. Before, Bud Crawford ain't got no resume. Bud Crawford ain't fight nobody. Bud Crawford got the weakest undisputed run of all of them. I mean, who he fought at 135? Gamble. Who did he fight at 140? I don't know. Who they fought at welterweight? He only beat a already retired John Porter. You know what I'm saying? And he just beat Errol Spence. All right. Now, all of a sudden, he's better than Floyd Mayweather? How? How do we get from Bud never fought nobody, he fought one guy, and we skip everything, all the critique, all the assessment, and now I think he's better than Floyd. Oh my God. The boxing community is the funniest community of all sports. The boxing community is the funniest community of all sports. The way that people switch, everybody's bipolar, bro. Most of the people in the boxing world is bipolar. Everybody switch up real quick. It went from Bud Crawford's resume is one of the weakest resumes of all the elites. It went from Bud Crawford, best opponent was Gamboa. Best opponent was Gamboa. He beat Earl the True Spence. He better than Floyd. I didn't go from there. I don't understand. I mean, Floyd beat Castillo. Floyd beat Corrales. Floyd beat Gotti. You know what I'm saying? Floyd beat Zab Judah. Floyd beat Oscar De La Hoya. Floyd beat Manny Pacquiao. Floyd beat Canelo. Floyd beat Cotto. Floyd beat Shane. Floyd beat Ricky. But now everybody's saying from Bud Crawford not fighting nobody, and then he beat Earl the True Spence. That's not better than Cotto. That's not better than Manny. That's not better than Canelo. That's not better. It's not better than most of them. Not better than Shane Mosley. And now Bud Crawford, he's better than Floyd. Wow, boxing community, really, he's better than Floyd now. On Friday night, last Friday, his resume, he got one of the weakest 140-pound resume. Hey, yo, I'm going to tell you like this. Teofimo Lopez got a better 140-pound resume than Bud Crawford. Teofimo Lopez got a better 135 resume than Bud Crawford. Danny Swift Garcia got a better 140-pound resume than Bud Crawford. But no, it went from Bud Crawford not doing nothing, Bud Crawford not having nobody in it, Victor Postal, Gamboa, Porter, Spence, he's better than Floyd. Oh, Lord. Wow, man. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to humble the minds, humble the moment, relax. Almighty don't like nobody said with the $5 super chatty Patty K said, let's see Tank jump up like Canelo did and fight Bud. He's been to 140, so 147 shouldn't be that much. I mean, Tank hasn't even fought the best at 135. Tank hasn't even fought the best at 140. Tank Davis didn't fight the best at 130 because the best at 130 was Shakur Stevenson, so he didn't fight the best at 130. Didn't fight the best at 135 when Teofimo Lopez, Lomachenko, Devin Haney is there. He didn't fight the best at 140 when Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor, when Josh Taylor was undisputed. So I don't know, making him jump from a Ryan Garcia into Bud, I think we asking for too much. It's just for the bragging rights, brother. I think we asking for Tank to go from Rolly to Ryan, and then jump 2 weight classes up for Bud. I think we're in it just to see Tank Davis get his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? We're really not giving him a fair shake. We're creating just a battle of discrediting Tank and YouTube and stuff like that. Nah, I don't want that. He ain't ready for that. He's not ready for that. He had a stipulation with Ryan Garcia. Imagine with Bud Crawford. He had a stipulation with Ryan Garcia. I like Ryan Garcia, but Ryan Garcia never earned nothing. He had a stipulation with Ryan. Rehydration, catch weight. Imagine with Bud Crawford, who rehydrated more than Earl the True Spence at 147. Retire Sean Porter. Almost retiring. We're talking about retirement with Earl the True Spence. He got a retirement beatdown. You want Tank versus Bud? That's not daring to be great, my brother. That's daring to be stupid. Let's be real. That's not daring to be great. That's daring to be stupid. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. How many likes we got? How many likes we got? This is Friday, man. We here, man. I could be with the family. I could be coming. Let me see. 17 likes. We got 40 people looking on. The math ain't right. Ladies and gentlemen, the math ain't right. 17 likes, 40 people looking. The math ain't right. I know there's 40 people looking on, and I know y'all know how to smash the like button. I know y'all not retarded. I know that. I know y'all like, I'm watching Punching Boxing. Where's the like button? Like. Is that the way you press the like? Just say like. Like. Where are you? Come on, y'all. Come on, man. Y'all know when y'all walk into a live show, y'all know what helps the channel, what helps the live, what helps the visibility of the live, so we could grow and sustain and be motivated and motivating others and inspire the boxing world? Huh? Come on, brothers. Yikes. Where's the like? I don't know. Punch you. Ask me the person like. I don't know where like. You know what I'm saying? Is the arrow up? Is the arrow down? Sideways? Ladies and gentlemen, and we got a surprise guest coming like in 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We got a surprise guest. Surprise guest. It's gonna get heated up on Punch Drunk Boxing today. It's gonna get heated up. Almighty don't like nobody agree. That's my whole point. Tech not the face of boxing. Tell him. Almighty don't like nobody. Tell him. It went from Bud Crawford ain't fighting nobody to now. I think that Bud Crawford is the next Floyd Mayweather. Matter of fact, I think Bud Crawford beat Floyd Mayweather. You know what? But you know what's good about boxing is that it does hype the people. It does hype the people I'm gonna say in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? It just rejuvenates. Like one win rejuvenates, and we go like a step, not even a step, like 100 steps ahead. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. He beat Errol. He's the best. Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. Bud Crawford beat Errol the True Spence. Ladies and gentlemen, Errol the True Spence is a good fighter, a great welterweight of this era. Errol Spence haven't done nothing that you didn't think Keith Thurman could do or did. You don't think that Keith Thurman already beat Porter. He already beat Danny. I think y'all know that Keith Thurman will beat Ugas. I think you know that Keith Thurman will beat everybody else that Spence fought and Spence beat. Matter of fact, some of the guys that Spence beat, Thurman already beat. He gave him the blueprint. He beat the undefeated Danny Swift Garcia. He beat an undefeated in Leonard Bundu. If you ain't think that Thurman was then if you ain't think Thurman was good, great, then Spence should have been good and great. But they're good in this era, ladies and gentlemen. Terrence Bud Crawford is the guy in a 147-pound division. Terrence Bud Crawford is pound for pound number one. That's safe to say. That doesn't mean he's better than Floyd. No. That doesn't mean he's better. He's not even close to Floyd Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, he's not even close to Floyd Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, he's probably like 60%. He got 40% to go to beat Floyd Mayweather. Y'all forget with whom Floyd Mayweather fought and beat? To even compare. Floyd, you can't compare Floyd with Bud Crawford. Put it that way. I'm the first who's going to say it. You can't compare to Crawford with Floyd. Most of these guys can't be comparable to Floyd Mayweather. Y'all forget what Floyd Mayweather. And I know that Floyd Mayweather got a lot of haters. I know Floyd got a lot of haters, bro. But ladies and gentlemen, stop with the cap, bro. You can't tell me the whole community of boxing been talking down about Bud Crawford's resume. He beats Errol the True Spence like he's God, and now you match him up with Floyd Mayweather. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the mother effing cap. What happened? César in the building, César in the building, era César in the building con los 2 pesos de plata. No, dímelo, mi hermano. Good looking guy, my friend, con the super chari, party, K. Gracias de lo mío. Oh, y'all crazy? Oh, y'all nuts? Oh, y'all on drugs? Oh, you on Pookie crack? Are you on Jungle Fever, Samuel L. Jackson crack? Or you sniffing the same ish Britney Spears is sniffing? Have you been put to sleep like Michael Jackson's doctor put him to sleep? Oh, y'all cuckoo for Cocoa Puff? Don't dare compare Errol Crawford with Floyd Money Mayweather. Are you nuts? I'm going to say it again. Floyd Mayweather beat Corrales. Floyd Mayweather beat Luis Castillo twice. Floyd Mayweather beat Manny Pacquiao, the 8th Division World Champion, 5-time World Champion, the ambassador, the son of the humanitarian, the greatest karaoke singer of them all, the GOAT, Manny Pacquiao. He beat Canelo Alvarez, the 4th Division World Champion, currently super middleweight undisputed, aka King Nelo, aka Cartelo, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. He beat Oscar De La Hoya, the 6th Division World Champion, the poster boy of boxing. He beat Shane Mosley, who beat Oscar De La Hoya. He beat Cotto, the last Puerto Rican superstar. He beat Ricky Hatton, the fucking face of the UK boxing. How dare you compare Bud Crawford to Floyd Money Mayweather? You must be on drugs. Fuck are you talking about, bruv? Because he beat Earl the True Spence? Yeah, he's like Floyd. He's better than Floyd. Floyd Mayweather in his heyday will swallow up, pause, Gamboa. He'll gut him like a fish. Pretty boy will gut him like a mother effing fish. What you talking about? Same Gamboa that can't beat a Devin the Dream Haney. Same Gamboa that be getting knocked out all over the place. Pretty boy for Zab Judah, one of the last undisputed of that era. You bringing Bud Crawford into the face of Floyd Mayweather. No wonder Floyd Mayweather don't even want to talk to people in boxing. We're saying the stupidest ish. The stupidest ish. At the age of 36, the same age that Bud Crawford is in, at the age of 36, Floyd Mayweather signed a lucrative deal in which he beat Ghost Guerrero, he beat Canelo, he beat Maidana, he beat Manny. Come on, man. Fucking probably before Andre Berto will be probably the 4th best opponent of Bud Crawford's resume. Andre Berto will be the 4th best or 3rd best fighter in Bud Crawford's resume. No? Andre Berto, I'm going to say it again, will be the 4th or the 3rd best opponent in Bud Crawford's resume. Yes or no? Yes or no? Come on. And Bud Crawford will be lost in the shuffle when it comes to Floyd Mayweather's resume. Andre Berto is lost in the shuffle on Floyd Mayweather's resume. I'm going to compare Crawford to Floyd Mayweather. He must be damn crazy. How many champions he's fought? He says so. It's Buzz fault. He been blackballed. He wasn't blackballed. He wasn't really blackballed. He wasn't blackballed. Blackballed by who? Blackballed by whom? Gumby, come on, brother. Blackballed by whom? Bob Arum said during the pandemic, Keith Thurman's representative sent over an offer to Bud Crawford, man. What do you mean blackballed? Let's also not forget that this fight should have happened last year in the summer. And it was Bud Crawford that left the negotiation table to sign a deal with BNK Prime to fight David Avanesian. What do you mean blackballed? If he wanted to sign, look. This is what I don't get about people. They just don't want to keep it consistent. They have all these information and they just put it where however they want to put it. Bud Crawford signed an extension with Top Rank. Nobody put a gun in his head to sign the extension with Top Rank. He signed the extension for Top Rank. You know why? Because he was worried about his business. He did what he feels was right for him. This is business. You do what benefits you, right? In business, you do what benefits you. You invest on something that's going to benefit you and your family. Top Rank is going to do what benefits their promotional company. Bud Crawford signed the deal and get 4.4 million guaranteed purses that nobody else was given any other welterweight. So Bud Crawford did what he wanted to do for him, not because he wanted, you know what? I'm not going to sign with Top Rank. I'm going to go straight to PBC. I'm a free agent. I'm going to go where all the welterweights is at. No, he signed with Top Rank because he wanted to be on ESPN. That's not cop blocked. He decided to do that. And when he decided to do that, PBC, just like every other promotional company or every other umbrella, they're going to do right to whoever's under their umbrella until the time is right. Errol Spence made money without Bud. Thurman made money without Bud. Sean Porter made money and a legacy without Bud. Same thing for Danny. And Bud did his thing. Just like Boots is doing his thing. And Virgil is doing his thing. And Shakur is doing his thing. And AJ did his thing. And Fury is doing his thing. Alexander Usyk is doing his thing. And Triple G is doing his thing. Everybody's is a private contractor. I'm sorry. Everybody's an independent contractor, bro. No, he didn't get blackballed. He didn't get. I don't believe he got blackballed. I don't believe he got blackballed. Keith Thurman represented to send him a term sheet, and Bob Arum said yes. He did send a term sheet, and they came up with this bogus $10 million that wasn't even true. They did offer. So come on, man. Let's not, because Bud Crawford won, let's not put it like Bud Crawford is this, let's pity him. Oh my God, he could have done this a long time ago, blah, 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 blah. Errol Spence told him in his face of Al Haymon's plans, and it's because he's not with Al Haymon. Just like Bob Arum got plans. Bob Arum, put it this way, Bob Arum, Shakur Stevenson was a unified super featherweight champion, right? Joe Cordina and Gutierrez was the only two guys that had the belts, right? Bob Arum said, I'm not going to pay money. I'm not going to pay it. Nobody want to see Shakur Stevenson versus Gutierrez, Shakur Stevenson versus Cordona. He said, I'm not going to pay for Shakur Stevenson to become an undisputed world champion. Matter of fact, we get him Oscar Valdez. Where's Oscar Valdez? Top Rank. That's what they do. That's what they do. You could have came across the street anytime when you was a free agent. Just like Canelo Alvarez crossed the street. He beat Billy Joe Saunders. He didn't have a deal with the zone. You know what? I want to be undisputed. Let me go to PBC and get my undisputed. Bud Crawford could have done the same thing that Manny Pacquiao did. Manny Pacquiao was a free agent after the Jeff Horn. Manny Pacquiao went to PBC. Matter of fact, he did a co-promotional deal with Golden Boy Promotions and Manny Pacquiao Promotion and fought Lucas Matisse. And then he went to PBC and locked in a 3-fight deal when he was a free agent. Why did Manny Pacquiao went to PBC? He said he wanted to fight the best welterweights. Where was the best welterweights? In the PBC. Canelo Alvarez wanted to become undisputed. He went to PBC. it's very simple. Nobody put a gun on Bud Crawford's head and to sign an extension with Top Rank ESPN. He did it. He was looking out for himself. And this is where this live is all about. This is what this live is all about. Errol the True Spence went against the grain. Errol the True Spence went against Al Haymon. Errol the True Spence should have fought Keith on Tom Thurman, because if we respect Bud Crawford as a gym rat and we know he's prepared and he's on a roll and he got momentum and he's looking invincible, PBC Al Haymon, let me say it like this: when they invest money in you, do you know how much money they spend just to invest in one fighter in the sport of boxing? Do you know how much money it is just to invest in one fighter and so they could reach into their first televised fight? Do you know how much money is invested in just the one fighter, bro? Errol Spence and Keith Thurman was billed by PBC, Al Haymon, the help of Golden Boy Promotion as well, right? The most lucrative fight, and a legacy fight at that, for the PBC umbrella, was Keith on Tom Thurman versus Errol the True Spence. TGB petitioned the WBA for Errol the True Spence versus Keith on Tom Thurman. They made the WBC. They made Keith Thurman for Mario Barrios for the silver WBC, which the winner will be. Remember, this is business. Remember, as much as we don't like to talk about business in the sport of boxing, you got to understand the business so you won't be that frustrated. So a lot of people was like, oh my God, Keith Thurman is the mandatory to Errol the True Spence through the WBC. What happened to everybody else? No, because Boots was fighting for the IBF and Virgil Ortiz was fighting for the WBO and the WBA. WBA versus Mean Machine, right? You got to remember, and I did a bunch of videos about this. That's why you got to follow the right channel so you can be in the right place. You already know what type of time it is. Dímelo con el Cash App. P in the building. Gracias, P. Gracias, P. Con los 6 pesos de Cash App. Gracias de lo mío. That's why you got to follow the channel. Don't be following these narrative pushes like that. I'm telling y'all the mother effing truth. Why people were so, oh my God, how the hell Keith Thurman haven't fought in such a long time and he's in position to be a mandatory? Because at the time when they was all ranked, Boots, Virgil, Thurman, remember Thurman is a former WBC world title that relinquished his belt, and the WBC promised him he would relinquish his belt, vacate the belt, so Danny Swift Garcia and Sean Porter could fight. Mauricio Sulaiman said that whenever Keith Thurman is ready for the WBC for the WBC title fight, he's already in line. That's what Mauricio Sulaiman said publicly. Now, if you wasn't paying attention to the sport of boxing, that's on you. That's why everybody was lost. Like, oh my God, how Keith Thurman going to be in position? He hasn't fought in a long time. An ex-world champion is going to be still ranked. You feel me? They're going to still rank him. Dímelo. Marco, con los 20 pesos de Super Chari Pari K. 20 pesos a comprar comida del malecón mañana. Dímelo. El genius, el predictor. He keeps it real. Gracias, hermano, for the best and honest boxing content. God first. And God bless the channel and God bless you, familia. Gracias de lo mío, Marco. Gracias, my friend. Appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. Hope you're having a good weekend. Hope you're having your family and yourself is all healthy and it's all good. Having a great summer. Marco de lo mío, gracias. Always with the support. Shout out to everybody that support the channel by smashing the like button, sending the donations, cash apps, and super chats, man. Highly appreciated, brothers and sisters. Highly appreciated. And the members, shout out to the members. Become a member. Gracias, my friend. So again, Shadow goes in the building con los 5 pesos. $5 de Super Chari Pari K a comprar chicken wing con French fry. Facts Punch. Crawford signed to get that purse. I'm not talking about the purse. Tank be wearing to the fights. Beta! Ain't talking about no damn lime green purses, all right? We're talking about boxing purses. Shout out to Shadow Ghost. Subscribe to my brother Shadow Ghost in the building. Good looking out, my brother. Hope everything is good and the kiddo is doing good, my brother. Salute to the veteran. Salute to the veteran, Shadow Ghost. It's true. You know what I'm saying? Crawford signed. He was looking out for himself. Just like Bob Arum looked out for himself and his company. Just like Eddie Hearn looked out for himself and his company and his fighters. Just like Most Valuable is looking out for Amanda Serrano and Shadeja Green. Just like Al Haymon is gonna look after Spence and Thurman and you know what I'm saying? And Wilder and all these guys, man. It's business. It's business. Now, I'm gonna say this. But I'm gonna tell you like this: there's a pattern that I see in the sport of boxing. When you go against your business handlers, you go against your team. Because at the end of the day, this is business, it's strategy. Everybody's a professional out here. Even the matchmakers are professional. The promoters are professional. The advisors and managers are professional. The attorneys, the accountants are professionals in the sport of boxing. They know what they're doing. Fighters come and go. Fighters come and go. Errol Spence is going to go. Bud Crawford is going to go. Keith Thurman's going to go. Tank is going to go. Everybody going to go, and there's going to be a whole crop of fighters, and the professionals that build careers are going to stay in line. They're going to keep on building a career. But how many fighters do you think Bob Arum came across to? How many fighters do you think Bob Arum have come across to? All right, you know, Oscar left, Floyd left. I got Shakur. I got Tio. I had Foreman. I had Hagler. I had Leonard. I had them all. Fighters come and go. But when they invest money in you and they got a plan for you to make the most out of it and for them to make the most out of it, Errol the True Spence went against Al Haymon, a.k.a. Al Haymon. He went against them. How many times we've seen fighters go against their business handlers? See, you're professional as a fighter. These guys are professional in building careers, not building just fights. You got to listen up, folks. Whether you like it or not, this is business. They're in the business of building careers, not just building a fight, not just building a purse. Building careers, sustainable career that's going to sustain their pockets and the fighters' pockets and everybody else that works around them and the networks and the sanctioning bodies, ladies and gentlemen. Errol the True Spence went against what Al Haymon wanted and got his ass kicked versus Bud Crawford. See, Bud Crawford is smart. You think that Bud Crawford was all about legacy. No. Bud Crawford, his money comes first. Bud Crawford's money comes first. It's not legacy. Don't get it twisted. I know it sounds, you know what I'm saying, Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying? He stepped up and dared to be great and stuff. Yeah, they're all there to be great. But for Bud Crawford, money comes first. Bud Crawford was looking out for himself last year. It wasn't Al Haymon and Errol the True Spence that pulled out from the fight. So when he pulled out from the fight, and Terrence Bud Crawford already was dabbling on 2 deals, Bud Crawford was looking out for him. He was looking out for the BLK prime. Let's say if something would have happened to Bud Crawford and he would have cracked his hand or something, or he would have had stitches or something, an injury, what would have happened? We would have never got this fight. You know why? Because Bud Crawford did whatever he wanted to do. He was looking out for himself. He wasn't looking out for U.S. fans. He wasn't looking out for the undisputed welterweight championship of the world. He was looking out for him getting a quick buck, a quick bag, and then come right back. And his friend that he already sweet-talked, Errol Spence, don't worry, let me get my bag, brother. You know, if you was in my position, I'll let you get the bag. Yeah, all right. You know, okay, do you. See, Errol Spence was too much of a friend. Errol Spence was just being too nice to Bud Crawford. And Bud Crawford's like, I'm going to get this bag right here, BLK Prime. I don't go up. I'm going to get my money. And while he was getting his money and he was being active, oh yeah, PBC had a plan. PBC had a plan to keep you active. PBC had a plan so you could take another camp very, very serious. PBC had a plan that you could be in the ring at Legacy Fight and make a lot of money with Keith and Tom Thurman, the most lucrative fight under the PBC banner, outside of the heavyweights, outside of Andy Ruiz and Deontay Wilder, probably the most lucrative fight for PBC was Errol the True Spence versus Keith and Tom Thurman. They was building on that. The money was pumped in there. It was pumped to their pockets to build that fight. Errol Spence said no to Al Haymon. And how many times you've seen fighters say, go against the grain and take an ass whooping? Ladies and gentlemen, Kell Brook was not supposed to fight Errol the True Spence. Dominic Ingle, his trainer, said, you cannot make the 154-pound weight. You can't come down all the way from 160 after getting your ass whooped by Triple G. You haven't even sparred. And by the way, you was already struggling to make 154-pound weight. Dominic Ingle and Eddie Hearn was telling Kell Brook to drop the belt. Forget about Errol Spence. And Kell Brook said, no, I'm going to 147. And if I'm going to lose my belt, I'm going to lose it in the ring. And guess what? Kell Brook was never the same again. He got his other eye broken. Ryan Garcia. Let's go to Ryan Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Garcia. Oh, yeah, the fight that we all want to see. We all wanted to see. But let me tell you like this. Golden Boy Promotions did not like the stipulations. We ain't like the stipulations. We thought the stipulation was weak by Gervonta Tank Davis' team. Taking advantage of the situation. Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins was very, very vocal publicly and say, I don't like this. As a matter of fact, they told Ryan Garcia that it's more for you to take a tune-up. What did Ryan Garcia say? I don't want to take a tune-up because I don't want to risk me getting hurt and then this fight doesn't come through fruition. He didn't listen to Golden Boy Promotions. He didn't listen to Oscar De La Hoya. He didn't listen to Bernard Hopkins. He did not listen to the guys that mastered the art in and out the ring, that has been through the trenches, that has been in the type, it has been that type of star. Oscar De La Hoya seen it all. Your job was to listen to the people that done it in the ring and the people that got the best interest in you, because this is not about the investment and losing out on the investment. What did Ryan Garcia do? Go against the Golden Boy Promotions. They got you the fight that you wanted, and he got his ass beat. Kell Brook got his ass beat. Errol the True Spence got his ass beat. Every time you go against what your team wants you to do, you get your ass whooped. Deontay Wilder. You remember when he was going at it with Fury? And he said it. He said it when everybody for years was arguing. Oh, no, it was AJ. Oh, no, it was Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder told Tyson Fury, they offered me more money with AJ. They offered me more money with AJ, and I chose to fight you. The business of boxing got you that deal, Deontay Wilder, but you chose not to fight AJ. You chose to fight Tyson Fury. And what did Tyson Fury do to you? He whooped your ass. So Deontay Wilder went against the grain. Errol Spence went against the grain. Ryan Garcia went against the grain. Kell Brook went against the grain. Let me keep it real with my guy, Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez, which I support, and I supported the move because I feel like Top Rank wasn't giving him respect and devalued him when after Lomachenko, he wanted that moolah. Give me money, pay up. And they just want to give him $1 million. They didn't want to invest in the Cambosos versus Teofimo Lopez. What did Teofimo Lopez do? He took a purse bid. Right? He was talking to the team, was talking to Waters, was talking to Peter Kahns. They colluded, right? They made the deal. Peter Kahn was working for Triller, right? Peter Kahn was the COO of Triller. So y'all already know they planned this up. They planned the purse bid, and guess what? They won the purse bid, a lot of money, and then they prolonged the whole thing for almost a year. And guess what happened? Drain staying the same weight when he was already struggling to make weight, and he stayed and postponement, and Bob Arum didn't like it, and Top Rank didn't like it. And what happened to Teofimo Lopez that night versus George Campbell? It's common that when you go against the grain, the people that got you there, whether the fighter, because yes, it's all cool that the fighter want to take their career in their own hands. And it's all right. It's cool because you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. I understand you because they're the one that risking their lives. But let's also not forget that the people is also investing in you. They investing in you. They know what to do. These matchmakers know who you could really beat. You understand what I'm trying to say? Shout out to HLD in the building. What's good? HLD in the building. What's good, my brother? Every time a fighters go against a promotional company, they get beaten. They don't look good. So, again, I'm going to say it again. Errol Spence won against Al Haymon's plans. He got beat. I'm talking about the type of retirement type of beatdown, right? Kell Brook went against Dominic Angle and Eddie Hearn. They didn't want him to go back to the 147. It was unhealthy. You couldn't spar. Leading up to the fight, you had a broken eye. And then you went out there and said, no, mate, I'm going to lose that belt in the ring. I'm not going to vacate my belt. I go to 147 and get your other eye broken. That's what happened when you go against. Ryan Garcia went against Golden Boy Promotions. Do not fight this with the stipulations. Go have a tune-up at least because Gervonta Tank Davis is sharp. He got Hector Luis Garcia. You got to get a tune-up too. Get a tune-up. Ryan Garcia says, no, I don't want a tune-up. Guess what happened? Boom, you wasn't that sharp. Hey, yo, Gervonta Tank Davis was seeing all the left hooks from a mile away. Deontay Wilder should have fought AJ. They gave you more money, and then you said on Twitter that, oh no, that you could have fought AJ, and they was offering you way more money, and you chose to, and I chose to fight you, Tyson Fury. So be the man of your word and give me the rematch. No, you should have fought AJ for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world, bro. You went against the grain, you got your ass whooped by Tyson Fury from pillar to mother effing post. Fast forward. Let's not forget. Remember the audio. Did y'all remember the audio? Did y'all remember how Errol the True Spence went against Al Haymon? Do y'all remember? Or did y'all forget? Let me remind y'all.
Yeah, I'm not fighting Thurman. So that's out the window. I already told him I say, nah, he's his fast me, I'm not fighting him.
Let me put it again.
Yeah, I'm not fighting Thurman. So that's out the window. I already told him I say, nah, he's his fast me, I'm not fighting him.
Al Haymon, nah, I'm not fighting him. They want me to fight Keith Thurman. I told them I'm not fighting Keith Thurman. They want me to fight him. I told Al Haymon, nah, I'm not fighting him. You could have fought Keith on Tom Thurman in December and bank in. And you also could have prepared for a guy that has the type of mobility of a Bud Crawford, because those are the two guys in the elite level that have already shown that they are very, very mobile. Bud Crawford or the True Spence. Bud Crawford and Keith Thurman are power counter punchers. You go to training camp, you prepare for a Keith Thurman, it makes it easier for you going to another training camp and prepare for a Bud Crawford if you beat Keith and Tom Thurman, in which I know a lot of people feel at that time that Errol the True Spence beat Keith and Tom Thurman. You get another training camp under your belt, you're very, very sharp, and then you go into the ring with a Bud Crawford. But how you going to go to the ring with Bud Crawford being off? How many months he was off? 15, 16, 17 months layoff. Let's count it. Let's count it, folks. Let's count it. So we could be very direct, very give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. You Dennis Ugas, April 22. So he was off. He was off 15 months. 15 months he was off to face the guy that's a gym rat. To face guy that's regarded as pound for pound. 1, 2, 3, you can flip it around. See, your ego got in the way. Errol Spence ego got in the way. You think you get inside that ring with a Bud Crawford. 15 months layoff. 15 months layoff? Well, you could have had Keith Thurman and you go against what Al Haymon and them. Errol Spence went against Al Haymon, the network, everybody else, because I'm gonna tell you like this: the network PBC was not happy with Bud Crawford, leading them to a point where then he pulls out from a fight and then pulled out from negotiations. Already had a fight banked in with David Benavidez. See, Bud Crawford was looking out for himself, and I didn't understand this about Errol the True Spence. Errol the True Spence have this hate. This thing towards Keith Thurman that I don't understand. I'm not gonna fight him because when I asked him to fight me, he didn't want to fight me. And then these people in the YTBC and these pro Spence channel ran with this. Oh, Keith Thurman is dunking Errol the True Spence. Well, y'all didn't even ask the right question to get the right answer. Al Haymon never supplied any deal for Errol the True Spence to fight Keith Thurman at the time. And matter of fact, it wasn't, I'm going to say it again. I'm going to remind y'all, it wasn't Errol the True Spence that called out Keith Thurman. It was Floyd Mayweather that didn't want to fight Keith Thurman. And he told the world, he said, Keith, you fight Errol the True Spence, and then you could fight me. And that's when everybody knew who the hell what Errol Spence was if you was a fan of the amateur in the Olympics. Thurman ducked Spence, but Bud played more games. No. Thurman didn't duck no Spence. That's a narrative. A narrative that I've debunked for years. He never ducked Errol Spence. You guys got fooled by other YouTube boxing creators and shit like that. Oh, yeah. He ducked him. Yeah, he ducked. You say duck and y'all became robots. Was Errol Spence ever ranked in the WBA? Was Errol Spence ever ranked in the WBC? Was Errol Spence ever ranked in the WBO? Errol Spence only was ranked in the IBF, which Keith Thurman was never in the IBF. He was a WBA and WBC ranked fighter. That's why after he beat Diego Chavez, he was the WBA interim title holder. That's why he was the one that was mandated, was a mandatory position to face Floyd Mayweather. Errol the True Spence at that time, 2015, was not even ranked almost top 15. Fuck you talking about? He was ducking him. And then when Errol the True Spence was gunning for Kell Brook as a mandatory through the IBF, guess what? Keith Thurman already was a unified champion, beating Danny Swift Garcia on primetime TV, CBS. And then he had surgery in May, the same month that Errol the True Spence beat Kell Brook. When the hell did Keith Thurman ever duck a Errol True Spence? Wow. In its operation room? Hold on. Yeah. Come on, y'all talking about. And then after that, what happened? PBC got the Fox deal. And when they got the Fox deal, guess who Errol the True Spence signed to fight? Mikey Garcia. And then Keith Thurman in that January fought Josecito Lopez, right? Who stepped inside the ring after Mikey Garcia and Errol the True Spence? Manny Pacquiao. Oh, so Errol the True Spence finished with Mikey Garcia. Thurman already finished with Josecito Lopez. And guess what? Errol the True Spence calls out Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao picks Keith Thurman. Bud Crawford was asked if you would fight any of those guys. He said, I will fight Bud Crawford because I've been waiting to fight Bud Crawford for a long time. So if Errol the True Spence was given a chance to fight Manny Pacquiao, he was never going to pick no Keith Thurman. He was going to pick Manny Pacquiao just like Bud and just like Keith Thurman. So if you want to call that Keith Thurman picking Manny Pacquiao was a duck, go be my guest. But Errol the True Spence and everybody else is going to fight Manny Pacquiao. They ain't no real duck. That's an opportunity. That's like you saying, Charlo is ducking Tim Zhu, but he's fighting Canelo Alvarez. That's an opportunity you don't pass. That's not no duck. It's not no duck. That's also like saying, well, Errol the True Spence ducked Keith Thurman because the WBC did mandate Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence, and he fought Bud Crawford. No, that's not a duck because everybody wanted to see that matchup, and everybody want to know that's a more significant fight for Errol the True Spence. Ain't nobody saying, yo, you got to fight your mandatory Keith one time Thurman. Matter of fact, if you want to play like that, Keith ducked him. I'm sorry, Errol Spence ducked Keith because the WBC mandated Keith one time Thurman to fight Errol the True Spence, and the WBA said that Keith Thurman and Errol Spence need to get it on because TGB petitioned. So guess what? Errol the True Spence on audio ducked Keith. If you want to be technical with it,
I'm not fighting Thurman. That's out the window. I already told him that. I say, nah, his fast me. I'm not fighting him.
If you want to be technical, he ducked him. Could have fought Keith. Keith is a former unified champion of the world. He could have fought Keith. So, moving on. And by the way, talking about Keith one time Thurman, I want Keith one time Thurman to fight Clarissa Shields. I want Keith Thurman to fight Clarissa Shields. I think that Clarissa Shields deserves to get in the ring with Keith Thurman. If she has the mouth to, and she feels that she could get in the ring with a man of the caliber of Keith one time Thurman, a former unified welterweight champion of the world, and she has no respect for what he's earned or who he is, then you know what? In a society today when all these feminists is running around and stuff like that and thinking they could be men, I think it would be a great fight to send a message to women like Clarissa Shields. I want Keith one time Thurman to fight Clarissa Shields. If he can't get a Bud fight, I want Keith Thurman to get Clarissa Shields in the ring. No, I don't want to see an exhibition. I want to see 8 ounces glove. I want to see 12 rounds. I want to see 3-minute rounds. I want Keith one time Thurman to put one hell of a beating on Clarissa Shields. Beat her to the white meat. I want Keith one time Thurman to be one time. I want Keith one time Thurman to fight Clarissa Shields like he was fighting Sean Porter. I want Keith Thurman to fight Clarissa Shields like he was fighting Denison Garcia. I want Keith Thurman to fight Clarissa Shields like he was fighting Soto Carras, Diego Chavez, Carlos Quintana. I want Keith Thurman to put a beat down on Clarissa Shields like I never seen a beat down in my life ever again. I want to see that so it could teach women like Clarissa Shields to know your place and know that you're not a man and you can't compete with a man. I'm tired of the toxic feminist BS bitches. I am tired of them. I don't give a damn if nobody would like my channel. I don't care if you unsubscribe because I said what I said. I am tired of these feminist bitches. They need to get beaten down. You want to fight a man? You want to disrespect a man? You want to step inside the ring? When the Lions did, you deserve to eat from a motherfucking straw. That's what I feel. Please, Keith one time Thurman, get this woman in the ring. Yes, she's the GWO. She's the GWO. She's the GWO. I want her in the ring with Keith one time Thurman. Let's put this shit all to rest. So then we could see, and I want the whole world to see it. Matter of fact, I want it to be on CBS prime time. No pay-per-view. I want the world to see this. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is boxing. Oh, no. This is boxing. This is boxing. If we could say that Bud Crawford could beat the ish out of Thurman, out of Spence, and Spence beat the ish out of Bud, and Canelo beat the ish out of Ryder, and Fury beat the ish out of Wilder, and we could talk like that, and we could be very, very vocal and very, very raw in our assessment, that Clarissa Shields step inside the ring with Keith one time Thurman, and he gonna whoop the weave out of your ass. That's what we're gonna do. The extension will fly off one left hook. The extension will fly off. I want Keith Thurman to knock the weave out of her. The braids out of her. Matter of fact, he'll knock her with a combination that he'll hit her so hard that then that shit will do cornrows. The punch will make the hair do a cornrow. MFB in the building. MFB in the building. This is boxing, right? You want to be treated equal? Then we're going to talk like you're equal, right? We're going to have to talk like that. You wanted to be treated equal, we have to talk. So no, I don't want Thurman to disrespect Clarissa Shields and say he's gonna fight her with one hand and she could wear headgear. No. Then I will respect Thurman for that. I respect Thurman to fight Clarissa Shields like if he was fighting Sean Porter. Teach this witch a lesson. That's how I feel. Teach her a lesson. I respect Clarissa Shields. I respect her. But I don't think that she respects men. And I'm a man. We fight for manhood too. We fight for fatherhood. Clarissa Shields has no respect for a man like a Thurman. I feel I think men take it. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I take it personal. We don't like when men want to be girls. Why you think you could come to the domain of man? Really? Huh? You trying to shame him? Huh? You think this is child's play? And then boxers will be like, you don't play boxing. She's trying to play boxing, right? And I'm gonna tell you like this: if Thurman sends her to the hospital and she's eating from a straw, I'm just gonna say that she's a warrior. You know what I'm saying? No pittiness. You wanted this. This ain't the fans ain't asking for this. You want this, Clarissa Shields. So please, Thurman, give her what she asked for. I think that Thurman will really send a message to the world. I think so. I think this. You know why I want this fight? Because it's bigger than just a fight. It's bigger than just a fight. HLD said Thurman was respectful in his response, and she continued with her feminist Avenger delusional ass to embarrass his manhood. Exactly, HLD. That's why I want Thurman to ike her. I want Thurman to ike her. I don't respect women like that. I respect her as a fighter. I don't respect her as a woman. I don't. And she said, I think she's disgusting for these comments, in my opinion. That's why I want that fight. I'm promoting this fight. Thurman, no, get us out of the ring and whoop her ass. That's it. I respect as a fighter. I don't like that. I don't like women like that. I don't like women like that. They're disgusting to me. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Maybe it's my personal feelings towards women like that. I don't like her. Ike her. Ike the bitch. She wants to be on the pound for pound with men. She wants to be like, well, look at boxing has changed. Oh, Errol Bud Crawford is the first male 2-division undisputed. And man, he's the first two division undisputed. I don't want to hear the male, female 2-division undisputed. Male 2-division undisputed. No. Ike Turner has. That's what she wants. That's what she wants. And then she did a video of her sparring guys. Clarissa Shields, you can't even dent, you can't even stagger, wobbled, or even you can't even get one of your opponents dizzy. You got 2 KOs, Clarissa. You got 2 KOs. Is the reason why Amanda Serrano is the real GOAT. Amanda Serrano, the 7-division world champion, the most decorated champion ever in the sport of boxing is Amanda Serrano. The most decorated champion, Amanda Serrano, is the real greatest of all time. The real GOAT is Amanda Serrano. Yes, 7-division world champion and undisputed at featherweight. She is the most decorated champion. Shout out to the Amanda Serrano, going to be performing versus Heather Hardy tomorrow, and got the best record too. She's a knockout artist. She hurts her girls. She hurts Katie Taylor. She hurt almost every opponent she ever faced. She goes to war. I love it. That's why Amanda Serrano is loved. And she's very respectful and humble. She carries herself like a lady. Like, that's a woman that you look and you be like, you know what? I want to. Then she's a fighter, but she's still sexy and she's still feminist. She's still feminine. Feminine. And she's pretty and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what we like Amanda Serrano. She's very respectful. She don't say dumb shit like, I could fight Lomachenko. Shout out to Serrano. Shout out to Alicia Baumgartner. They carry themselves very, very well and speak highly with great confidence. You know what I'm saying? Not over here trying to put people down and disrespect people and stuff like that. No, that's not Amanda Serrano. That's not Alicia Baumgartner. I like Alicia, but she got an edge because a lot of people didn't believe in her. So yes, I like Alicia Baumgartner. I like Jessica McCaskill's attitude. Shout out to Rick, her husband. I like Katie Taylor's attitude. You know what I'm saying? Something that you could look up to. That girls could look up to. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking shit to Shadasia Green, she want to talk shit about Keith Thurman. Shadasia Green is fighting tomorrow. Shout out to Estrada. Okay, Clarissa Shields. Jackie Hernandez, la reina de boxeo in the building. Orisha in the building. Hold on. Green will beat down Clarissa. I even think that Clarissa will beat Green. I'm not disrespecting her as a fighter. I don't like how she's speaking in behalf, because even Keith Thurman, like HLD said, Keith Thurman responded like with respect. You know what I'm saying? But she keeps with this disrespect. What the fuck Keith Thurman did to you, Clarissa? Like what is it? You got this I'll be sure type of thing. Like, he's a light-skinned black guy. He broke your heart somewhere, somehow. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you a fighter? The thing is with Clarissa Shields is she's always about this, that she doesn't get the respect that she deserves and blah, blah, blah. But you don't respect. You don't respect this guy. Before she said she'll beat Triple G. Man, Triple G will put you in a deathbed. Stop playing around, man. Stop playing. These guys, men, I'm gonna tell you like this, especially in the sport of boxing. Men in the sport of boxing, especially the fighters, they're doing their best to really, you know what I'm saying, respect the women. You don't hear male boxer disrespecting the ladies, man. I haven't heard a male boxer disrespect none of the women in boxing. I haven't heard one male boxer disrespect none of the women in boxing. But this woman, this trashy chick, needs to come with this disrespect, this feminist bullshit. Get this shit out of my fucking sport. No wonder your man left you. Yeah. Damn, Antonio Tarver with a wig. You're looking like Antonio Tarver with a wig. The only reason why you don't sell that much is because you're not attractive. Fuck it. Put it that way. And you know what? Your mouth makes you look less attractive. Let's be real. I ain't say it before, but let me say it right now because she's so disrespectful. The reason why Clarissa Shields that you don't sell like that is because it's not that you just it's not that you're not attractive. You're not as attractive like that, but some people can see you attractive, but your mouth makes you look so unattractive in a sport like boxing that the ratio of men and women, let's be real, is way more men than women. So when you have a woman talking down on men and disrespecting it, men in a male dominant sport is like, what this woman like? We loving the women, what they doing in the sport of boxing. We respect all the women. We respect what Clarissa Shields has done, and she's like, come on. Right, Jackie? It's so cringe. Like, calm down. Talk about Shadeja Green. Uplift women boxing. She's in position to uplift women boxing. And what are you doing? You making the male, because I'm gonna tell you the truth, Clarissa Shield. Ain't no woman going out there to watch you. You making guys not want to watch you. You make guys not even want to give a F about you. Marco said respect is attractive. Facts. 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 It's and especially in the boxing world, is cool when in the gym, especially in the gym, and any woman know this. Any woman, there's way more men in a boxing gym. The women are treated like como like actual queens in the gym. Male boxing coaches and fighters and sport, they respect women. These women so much. You got to understand that the men fighters respect women so much in boxing. They like give extra respect, and they don't pity them, but they give them extra. They even said, you go to any gym, they said even the coaches will tell you that the most teachable boxers are kids and the women, because they come into the gym very, very humble, man. And then the guys are so humble because the women they look at her as a warrior, and it's sexy sexy. It's sexy to look at an athletic women, you know what I'm saying, get a black eye, whatever. It's just it is. But to talk down on a man, like if he ain't shit, man, this woman on my damn face. Wonder she got beat down in the UFC. I mean, in the MMA. Mr. Sanchez says she's a man. He said, love Antonio Tava with a wig. She would learn that respect if she really fights a man. Yeah, that's why I want the fight. That's why I want the fight. That's why I want the fight. Scared. People always give her props, but she says stuff disrespectful way before the Thurman thing. Yeah, she said it. Remember, she been saying that about Keith Thurman for years, and about Triple G too. Why you don't say that about Bud Crawford? Go fight Bud Crawford. Why you don't talk about the people that you know? Bud Crawford. Why you don't say that about Shakur Stevenson? Talk about them. Say you want to fight them. Jerry Anderson. She spars men already. Yeah, sparring is nothing. She need a sparman. Amanda Serrano sparred men. You never heard Amanda Serrano talk down on men. You're never gonna hear Katie Taylor say, "I want to fight Bud Crawford, and I could beat Bud Crawford." You're not gonna hear that. That's not confidence to me. That's stupidity. But anyway. Niners bar none. New member to Punch. Drunk Boxing. Good looking out. Good looking out. Niners bar none. Good looking out. Appreciate you, Niners bar none. Welcome to the family. Welcome to Danny Medina with Danny Medina. With Danny Medina. Jackie Hernandez. Let's go. Orisha. MFB. Mike from Boston. Marco in the building. Thank you, my brother. Just joined the queen of boxing. La reina de boxeo, Jackie Hernandez. Marcos Antonio Luna. MFB. Everybody subscribe to my brother MFB. Mike from Boston. Everybody subscribe to the brother right there. Let's go. Danny Medina. Danny Medina. Randy también. Randy. ¿Dónde está Randy? Se fue Randy. HLD. So guess this. Remember. There's talks Demetrius Andrade versus David Benavidez. It's been a report that saying they in talks. David Benavidez versus Demetrius Andrade. David Benavidez and the fight with him and Haymon has fell. Well, I don't think they was in negotiations, but the talks has fell apart. Munguia is going a different direction, probably going back to the 160-pound division. Maybe Edgar Berlanga fighting Madison Square Garden, but he's not going to be fighting David Benavidez. David Benavidez is open to any opponent. Demetrius Andrade has called out David Benavidez I've speaking to David Benavidez Sr. While he was in Rapstar Boxing Knowledge 2-3 times, and I've said, what about Demetrius Andrade? They are into fighting Demetrius Andrade, and the reason why they want to fight Demetrius Andrade,
it will be an honor to fight Boo Boo. You know, nobody wanted to fight him. Everybody was running away from him. Even Canelo was running from him. You know, we don't have a problem facing Boo Boo. He's a great fighter, a very slick fighter, very intelligent fighter. I think he has a kind of a style of Caleb Plant a little bit. So, you know, we already passed the test. So I think now for us, I feel more confident fighting Boo Boo Andrade.
But if you they will fight Boo Boo Andrade because they feel like they will fight a guy that they feel been ducked and avoided by Canelo Alvarez and everybody else. I think David Moreau is too green. I think this is a perfect fight for David Benavidez and Demetrius Andrade, because I think it puts Demetrius Andrade still undefeated, 2-division world champion, Olympian. And let's say if he fights Demetrius Andrade, let's just say that David Benavidez beats Demetrius Andrade. He will be somebody that nobody got in their resume, that everybody in the industry of boxing understand and knows that he's elite. Let me say it like this. Whether you're a fan, media folk that don't want to respect Demetrius Andrade, in the industry, when it comes to the promoters and matchmakers, Demetrius Andrade is the boogeyman. Maybe not for y'all. I understand. I've been in this community quite some. I know there's a lot of Demetrius Andrade haters. I know. But when it comes to with the industry of boxing, you ask any matchmaker, what they put their fight of their fighter, the elite invested fighter, high invested fighter, to fight Demetrius Andrade. They're going to give you with the high risk or low reward. Oh, he doesn't sell. He doesn't. They're going to put him up against Demetrius Andrade. They ain't going to lose out on their investment. Now we're going to go back to the investment talk, right? He said Juan will stop Boo Boo. Let's see it. And if he stops Boo Boo, he stops an undefeated fighter, 2-division world champion. Let's see it. Let's see if he could do it. Jose will have to apologize to Canelo again. Fighters know exactly. Marcellus Davis, fighters know. That's why Tyson Fury said what he said. That's why Andre Ward said what he said. That's why Roy Jones Jr. said what he said. That's why Sean Porter said what he said. That's why Teofimo Lopez have said what he said. Everybody knows. The boxers know. Like the boxers in boxing, they know that he's heavily ducked. See, they know Boo Boo. But fans and like I've been saying for a lot of time, fans, independent media, high traffic channels have snubbed Demetrius Andrade so much that they have given everybody else a pass for him not to fight them. Who has he fought? Let them fight him. Who has he fought? Fight him then, and then he'll fight somebody, right? If a girl tells you, you don't know how to fuck a person, you don't know how to lick it right, you don't know how to lick it right, you be like, oh, you want me to lick yours then? No, you ain't gonna get a chance. So let me show you I can lick it right. No, you don't know how to lick it right. No, so let me show you. All right. And then you motorboat that ish. And she like, hi, papi, I love you. Ay, ¿tú crees que yo no, mamá? No, mamá. No, chupa la semilla, eso es. Atención. Huh? But woman trying to dish you and be like, you don't know how to foreplay, you don't know how to do that, you don't know how to lick the click, you don't know how to lick the click. And you're like, yes, I do. You know what I'm saying, baby? You know what I'm saying? No, you don't. No, you don't, motherfucker. Well, let me give you. Let me do it to you so you can see. No. Well, let me give me an opportunity so I can show you. No, you ain't gonna get an opportunity. So how you gonna tell me that I don't know that I'm not good if you don't give me an opportunity and stuff like that? So you need an opportunity. And boxing is all about opportunity, right? Let the BC Andre get an opportunity, man. Let the BC Andre get an opportunity. He said Juan de Leon said unsubscribed. La semilla. Go. Mama la semilla. Toma. Ay, Bobby. I never thought that you had it in you. Oh my goodness. I told you when you give me an opportunity, I'm going to rock your world. Yeah. But that's going to be a good fight. That's a good fight. I think both of these guys need each other. I think it's a perfect time. It's a perfect time. I mean, who else? I mean, who David Benavidez having on the table? Who the BC Andre have on the table? You already know that Charlo is not fit to fight right now. Caitlin Plant is already fought David Benavidez and don't want to fight the BC Andre. David Morrell, maybe, but I don't think that they're gonna put David Morrell right now with David Benavidez right now. You know what I'm saying? He's still green. The BC Andre versus David Benavidez. Now, a lot of people talking about what's gonna be next for Bud Crawford. And I said this in the video, and I said this on my community post that Bud Crawford had the opportunity to lock a lucrative network deal, lucrative promotional and network deal like Floyd Mayweather did at the age of 36. I think that Bud Crawford is in position to lock down a lucrative network deal. And I'm not saying he's going to make the money that Floyd Mayweather made, but he's going to make the most money that he's ever made in this deal. Because after making $25 million, against Errol the True Spence, how do you keep banking $20 million, right? You got to have the proper opponents, right? Bud Crawford could sign a 6-fight deal, just like Floyd Mayweather did. And I think he got good opponents when he can make good money. And that's why I always bring up a Keith Thurman in the welterweight division, because we all know if you match up Bud Crawford and Keith Thurman leading up to the promotion is going to sell the fight. He's going to sell. He's going to sell way better. I'm going to say it like this. Keith Thurman will make sure that you're going to hate him. He's going to make you hate him, or he's going to make you a believer, but he always talk a good game. And let me tell you like this. See, Errol Spence never took Bud Crawford out of his shell when it's time to talk. But you saw Bud Crawford that when he gets mad, he gets to the talking. Keith Thurman will bring that out of Bud Crawford. Keith Thurman will bring you saw when Bud Crawford say, "Hey, yo, nigga, yo, nigga, hey, yo, man, you know, nigga." Keith Thurman will bring that out of Bud Crawford throughout the whole promotion. Keith Thurman could talk. That's fight number one. He could bank in $20 million with Keith Thurman. And I already spoke to a representative. So I spoke to one of my sources. He says that will be a lot. That will be easy, but great money for Bud Crawford. Keith Thurman asked the question. If you're a member to Punch Drunk Boxing, if you have the Drunk Nation special, I put a new an exclusive report on Bud Crawford. What's next for Bud Crawford and what's going to happen with Bud Crawford and Errol the True Spence. I spoke to my sources, a close source. I'm saying like this: my source is just as good as Steven Espinoza. So, I got some new news I put up on the Drunk Nation special for the members. Tim Zhu got a country behind him. A lot of people talking about Tim Zhu. I'm not gonna. I think Tim Zhu will be a good matchup because not good matchup. I think it'll be a good opportunity for Bud Crawford because Tim Zhu got Australia, got a whole country behind him. And if you want to keep that type of, if you want to sustain that type of payday, just like Floyd Mayweather, you got to fight a guy, also guys that has a country behind him. Tim Zhu got a country behind him in Australia. Another thing, a lot of people didn't name this name, but I'm gonna name it. Remember what Floyd Mayweather did. It wasn't necessarily picking all the fighters that we wanted him to fight at that particular time. He was thinking about money made. Bud Crawford is already trying to bank out. He already got a lucrative deal. I mean, he already got a lucrative legacy. He already stamped his way as a first ballot Hall of Famer. At this stage, at 36 years old, Bud Crawford needs to get paid. So Bud Crawford, I'm gonna say this name because remember country. I got Thurman, Tim Zhu, Conor Benn. I know. Some of y'all gonna be like, what? We're talking about money. Conor Benn versus Bud Crawford in the O2 Arena. Matter of fact, Bud Crawford versus Conor Benn, it could happen in the stadium out there. In the stadium. If Kell Brook and Errol the True Spence, when nobody really knew Errol the True Spence, fought in Sheffield in the stadium, Bud Crawford versus Conor Benn in the UK, that's a money fight. The country will be behind them. It will sell out in 6 hours. It will sell out quicker than Amir Khan and Kell Brook. It will sell out because the UK people know how to support. Remember what Bud Crawford also stated. Bud Crawford said that he would love that the best fans in the world is the UK fans. He said it. He said he wished that the fans here was like in the UK. That's a name that nobody has brought to the table, and no other channels, no other media folk, nobody, Punch Run Boxing, has brought it to the table. Bud Crawford versus Conor Benn out there in the UK. It will sell out a stadium. It will sell out a stadium. Now you got Jermell Charlo. But Jermell Charlo is fighting Canelo Alvarez September 30th. We don't know what's going to happen. And if let's say Canelo Jermell Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez, let's say. Don't be surprised, y'all. Of course, Canelo Alvarez is the favorite, but don't be surprised. Let's talk up the if game, because that's what we're always talking about, right? If Jermell Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez, do you think that Jermell Charlo is going to come back 2 weight classes down? Because he'll be the major A side in boxing. Why would Jermell Charlo come down 2 weight classes down as the major A side? If he beats Canelo, he becomes 2 division undisputed. You think he's going to come back all the way down to 54, shrink himself, hinder himself as the A side? No. If he ever fights Jermell Charlo, remember what I'm saying, keep this video. If Jermell Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez, the fight with Bud Crawford will be at 160. He would not come to the 154 to fight Jermell Charlo. He would not. He wouldn't. Why do it? Why would he do it? He's the money guy. He will be the A side. Why would you think that Jermell Charlo is going to come back to the 154 if he beats Canelo Alvarez? 154, y'all. 154. What makes you think he's gonna come back down 14 pounds? He's not gonna shrink himself. Nobody in the history of the sport of boxing came back down 2 weight classes and won. So why would he do that to himself? If he loses, I still think they'll fight in the catch weight, maybe the 158. Maybe the 158. I don't think he'll come back down to 154. Because remember, even when you make 168, you're going to rehydrate to 170 something, probably maybe 180. Maybe 180. Jermell Charlo will rehydrate and fight night probably 180 pounds. So 180 pounds, and then you got to work your way back down. Nah. You're going to have to give that fight time. That's why I don't think Bud Crawford will fight Jermell Charlo in the next 2 fights. Bud Crawford will have to fight a Thurman, maybe a Tim Zhu, maybe a Conor Benn, and then a Jermell Charlo. And maybe, then in the end, he probably fight if he beats everybody, a Canelo fight I think will be in play for Bud Crawford if he beats everybody else that we just named. A rematch with Errol the True Spence also will take place. But I think it's not going to take place in December. It's not going to take place in December. Conor Ben. I think Conor Ben. I think Conor Ben is going to be in the mix. I think Conor Ben could be in the mix. Don't be surprised. That's what I'm saying. Let me see if Conor Ben just got ranked. Let me see. I think the WBC ranked Conor Ben now. Let's see where they ranked him, because a lot of belt federation took him out the ranking system. Let's see. Don't be surprised, y'all. I'm telling you, do not be surprised. Let me see the ranking system right now. All right. The WBO don't got Conor Ben ranked. The WBC just dropped Conor Ben. Inactivity. But once he's active again, they will rank him. He's not ranked right now in the welterweight division. We got Virgil Ortiz in the WBA as number 1, but he's going to go to the... Ladies and gentlemen, what does it say there? Remember, the WBC mandated Errol the True Spence. Remember? The WBC mandated Keith Thurman to fight Errol the True Spence. So the mandatory in the WBC was already ordered. You know what I'm saying? Charles Edward Cheese in the building. Con los $100 super chari party que a comprar gasolina de 93. What's good, Charles Edward Cheese? What's good, my brother? What's good? Hope you had a good week. My brother. Hey, yo, look at this. See, that's why I be preaching this Thurman and Spence stuff. I'm sorry, Thurman and Bud Crawford stuff. People got to understand the business of boxing. I think a lot of people, sometimes they be all over the place. Remember, the WBC mandated Thurman to fight Spence. Who's the mandatory? What do you see here, folks? Who's the champion WBC? Where's Keith Thurman? Do you see an M there? Do you see an M next to his name? Keith Thurman is the mandatory challenger to Bud Crawford now. Keith Thurman is the mandatory challenger to Bud Crawford now, because he already was mandated, but the unification bout with Errol the True Spence. So it trumped it. But he's still a mandatory. Don't be surprised if you see Thurman versus Bud Crawford, folks. See a lot of people, I see a lot of channels, I see a lot of people on Twitter. They don't want to say it because for some reason they don't like Keith Thurman. He's the mandatory right now. King Kappa, what's good? So again, also the reason why I'm always been intrigued, again, I said it before, every time I was intrigued with Keith Thurman versus Bud Crawford, because I know that Bud Crawford's team always saw Keith Thurman as a tougher challenger than Errol the True Spence.
Porter, Spence, or Thurman, you know.
Out of those three, who would be the most challenging, you feel?
Probably Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman. Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman. Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman.
Thurman. Probably Thurman. Yeah, probably Thurman.
Because a lot of people think Spence because of his size.
Yeah, because the space. Yeah, you see what size does to you. Nothing. You know, his punches didn't even move Terrence, so size don't mean anything. But Thurman is just he mobile, good with his punches. He punches from different angles. Thurman is just he mobile, good with his punches. He punches from different angles.
Crawford's team, Thurman was always harder than Keith one time Thurman. Pause. That's why I want to see the fight. That's why I want to see the fight. Because Bud Crawford's team look at Keith Thurman as the most challenging one. It was never Earl the True Spence, guys. It was never Earl the True Spence for Bullmac and his team. It was never Earl the True Spence. Keith Thurman, because his mobility, his awkwardness from different angles, power in both hands, know how to survive. See, that's one thing also a lot of people, look, a lot of people made fun of Keith Thurman with the runtime Keith. But let me tell you like this. How much you want to bet that Earl the True Spence wished that he had Keith Thurman legs when he was getting hurt? We all know when Keith Thurman gets hurt, he gets away. He survives. Keith Thurman showed you several times in his career how he could weather the storm. He did it versus Soto Caras. He did it versus Luis Collazo. He did it with Sean Porter. He did it with Manny Pacquiao. He did it with Josecito Lopez. Keith Thurman know how to survive. Earl the True Spence didn't know how to survive. He don't got the footwork, the athleticism to get away. And what does Keith Thurman does the next round when he does get hurt? He wins that round. He won the 11th round versus Sean Porter. He won the 11th round versus Manny Pacquiao. He won the next round versus Soto Caras. He won the next round versus Luis Collazo and then retired Luis Collazo on his stool every time. And then he won the next round versus Josecito Lopez. Every time he does get hurt, he knows how to survive. Earl the True Spence don't even know how to clinch because he never clinched. Earl Spence never clinched in none of his fights. He hate clinches. So Earl Spence, he be trying to fight off the clinch. So when he got in trouble, he didn't even know how to hold Bud. When he got in trouble, he didn't know how to get away from Bud, and he didn't even know how to clinch Bud. See, Keith Thurman know how to survive. That's a skill. What people would call it, run time. No, he survives. He know his way around that ring that Earl the True Spence don't know his way around the ring when it comes to survival mode. He don't. He's very reactive. Thurman, look, when he get hurt to the body, what he did versus Manny Pacquiao, take the mouthpiece off. We don't even see that. He does it so good that the referee don't see that. Because if the referee actually see that, he'll stop the fight. Matter of fact, when Keith Thurman does that, they could take a point away from Keith Thurman. He does it so smooth, and he did it twice. He did it versus Mario Barrios. He did it versus Manny Pacquiao. And the referee, he does it so quick, and he put it right back in his mouth that the referee don't even see it. You know why I know? It's because probably Keith Thurman, he's gotten hurt in sparring before. He knows what to do. He knows what to do. Even Devin Haney knew how to survive versus Jorge Linares. Earl Spence didn't even know how to survive. He didn't know what to hold. He didn't know how to clinch. He didn't know how to move. He didn't have the footwork to get out of harm's way. He just didn't know how to survive. Mato said I like Thurman, but damn, he's been. I know that's of course. I'm also frustrated. I'm a diehard Keith Thurman fan. I've been frustrated with Keith Thurman inactivity. I'm mad because he had the opportunity to fight during the pandemic and he chose not to. You know what I'm saying? Now the inactivity, he devalued himself. You know what I'm saying? That's something that he needs to take and probably he regrets. But he devalued himself. You know what I'm saying? Spence actually said that too after the body shot versus Manny. He said, look, man, Keith Thurman tough as hell. Yep. And he said that Keith Thurman is one of the hardest punchers ever since Margarito. Just big chill and listen to Punch Drunk. What's Gucci with you? All right. Shout out to everybody. Tony in the building. What's good, man? Tony in the building. He said, talk to him. A real boxing hand, no. Thurman is still a problem. Facts, Tony. Savage in the building. Been putting in work. Yeah, man. Charles at the cheese. You lost that bet, man. I told you Charles Edelchi don't choose no damn Errol to choose Spence, man. You don't listen. Charles Edelchi said, man, I ain't never going to bet on no damn drunk. I ain't going to bet against no damn drunk no more. Hey, yo, Charles, man, you want Clarissa Shields to get ass whooped by Keith Thurman? Yo. Let me see. We got somebody else coming through. But the body is so fragile of Thurman. No. Look, his body is fragile. But you know what that's what but he's fragile to the body, but he know how to survive. You know what I'm saying? He just know how to survive. So how many times has Keith Thurman been down with a body shot? Keith Thurman never been down with a body shot. As much as he's been critiqued for many years about his vulnerability to the body, he never been stopped. Keith Thurman never been stopped. He never lost he never lost like Errol Spence lost. He never lost like that. He lost respectfully. He lost a split decision win that probably could have gone either way because Keith Thurman did win the second half of the Manny Pacquiao fight. You know what I'm saying? If he would have won that 10th round and when he got hurt, if that shit would have never happened, Keith Thurman probably would have been a draw. Probably Keith Thurman would have won that fight. Thurman needs a tune up and Clarissa is a good opponent. They forgot his only loss. Yeah, it's only Manny Pacquiao. But I would like to see that. I think that Bud Crawford has the opportunity to capitalize on a network deal, and I think that he's going to be picking. I think Keith Thurman is a good opponent. He could make a lot of money with going pay-per-view. He'll set a fight. Tim Zhu got a country behind him. Conor Ben in the UK I think they could do a stadium out there for real. Conor Ben and Bud Crawford. That would be a money fight right there. That probably that could earn him. That could sustain earning him in the 20 million and stuff like that. A rematch with Errol the True Spence. I don't know how much people is going to want to see that fight because a lot of people saying that they didn't want to see the rematch. As a matter of fact, it's gone so far that people ain't even talking about what's next for Errol Spence outside of Bud Crawford. Like it's either Bud Crawford or people just feel like he shouldn't even box anymore. That's how much of a beating he took. That I haven't even heard people say Errol Spence versus Boots, Errol Spence versus Fundora, Errol Spence versus Tim Zhu, Errol Spence versus Thurman. Like I don't even hear nobody even say who Errol Spence could fight outside of Bud Crawford. Like people is either you get the rematch or people saw that as maybe you need to retire. So I don't know. I mean, I think Errol Spence and Thurman is still a good fight in 154. I think Errol Spence versus Fundora, Errol Spence versus Erickson Lubin. I think that would be a good fight. If he wants to fight Bud Crawford again, I think he should get a fight with Erickson Lubin, probably February or March, and then get Bud Crawford on the rematch at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? But they did sign a rematch clause, and let's see if Errol Spence activated. And look, it seems like Errol Spence is he got a big ego and he's stubborn. I think he's listening to what a lot of people are saying that he shouldn't fight, and I think he's going to do what other people don't want him to do. Now, is he going to do what Canelo Alvarez did? As much as Canelo Alvarez wanted to fight Dimitri Bivol after he lost, I think his team was like, "Yo, chill, Canelo. Let's get this Triple G fight. Let's get back to 100% where you could be mobile again, when you could run again, get the surgery, whatever. Don't fight Dimitri Bivol right now. I know you want to get back. And I think right now, Errol Spence is, I got to get him back. I got to get him back. I'm embarrassed. I got to go to 154, activate the rematch clause. I'm going to say it like this. Bud Crawford, I think, is a man's man when it comes to Errol the True Spence. You heard what Bud Crawford said to Errol Spence. It's because of you, man. You gave me the opportunity when nobody else was going. It was because of you. You made this fight happen. I think Bud Crawford is cool enough with Errol the True Spence. I think they're cool. I think they're friends now. I think that Bud Crawford would do Earl the True Spence a favor and not activate that rematch clause, but he will give him an opportunity. He will give him a rematch in 1 or 2 fights. I think that's what's going to happen. If Bud Crawford and Earl the True Spence made this fight on phone calls, you know what I'm saying? They did this fight. Earl Spence gave Bud Crawford the leeway to go get your money to be okay, prime. Don't worry, I ain't gonna fight no Keith Thurman. I'm gonna tell you like that. Just do what you gotta do. Go take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? And then I got you. Don't worry. I already told Al Haymon it's gonna be you or nothing. Or I'm not fighting. I think Bud Crawford understand that. I think Bud Crawford is grateful for Earl Spence, and he's going to do the same favor for him. So I don't think that they're gonna activate this rematch clause for a December fight, but I could see a rematch next year. I think that's the right thing to do. That's the moral and principle thing to do for Bud Crawford, who have stated in public that it was because of Earl Spence that he got the opportunity that he got. Facts, I had Keith Thurman winning that fight by a point. You talking about the Manny Pacquiao fight, right? I think they was upset at Canelo trying to knock Bivol out. Yeah, even in the last round, Eddie Reynoso said, you ain't going to knock him out. Eddie probably hates how Canelo is fighting at the moment. I don't know, man. I think that he plateaued with Eddie Reynoso. I think he plateaued with Eddie Reynoso, but I don't want him to let go of Eddie Reynoso or fire Eddie Reynoso. I think they just got to add to the team. They've been together. He's been together with Eddie Reynoso ever since he was 14, 13 years old. Like, what more can you teach him? It's almost like being with the same. It's almost like being with the same kindergarten. Put it this way. It's like you're still with your sixth grade teacher. And you never changed teachers. You never went to your high school. You never got a professor in college or the university. That's how I see Canelo Alvarez. Like, we saw his last 3 fights. It looked at the same way, the same game plan. The same game plan he had for Plant, he had for Bivol, he had for Triple G, he had for John Ryder. And if you look at the championship rounds of his last 3 fights, his stamina is no good. His stamina is the worst. And I'm going to tell you like this, folks. It's not the skills that's failing Canelo Alvarez. It's his stamina, his body. He's becoming less mobile. He throws less punches. He was throwing the jab versus John Ryder, but John Ryder is not even a moving target. I'm going to tell you this, folks. He's going to have trouble with Jermell Charlo. I think he's going to have a lot of trouble with Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo, I think he's been one of the most underrated champions of this era. I think he's been devalued. I think people devalue him, don't appreciate him. Jermell Charlo is very mobile. He punches with both hands. I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like a lot of people don't see what I see in Jermell Charlo's skill set. Jermell Charlo was a beast, man. He said, yo, you say put 100K on Mount? Hey, yo, look, I don't bet on boxing, Charles, man. Hey, yo, boxing is too corrupted, Charles. Boxing is too corrupted. Nah, I don't want that responsibility to my brother. But I'm gonna tell you like this, though. I say it like this: bet both, man. Bet both. Of course, people bet on the underdog because they're gonna get more money. I'm saying the only thing that could hinder Jermell Charlo is his inactivity. That's the only thing that could hinder Jermell Charlo's inactivity. But probably that could also be a good thing because Jermell Charlo stays in the gym. Look, it's one thing that you inactive and out of shape. Jermell Charlo been inactive in the ring, but he's been working out even when he had a cast. So he's been in the gym with Joan Guzman. He hasn't left the gym. He's been working out. He stays in shape. You see how he look. He's always in shape. So his inactivity is different from another guy. His inactivity is different from a Keith Thurman inactivity. Keith Thurman said in the PBC podcast, he went back to 190 pounds last summer. That's inactivity, and you ain't doing nothing. Jermell Charlo's inactivity that he hasn't fought, but he's been in the gym. And Jamel Charlo, you can see he's been working on it. He's been elevating his craft. Just like we see Bud Crawford elevating, Jamel Charlo is very, very mobile. He got counterpunch. He got power in both hands. He got an uppercut. He got a good stiff jab that knocks down. He made Jason Rosario cast the Holy Ghost with a jab, the solo plex. You know what I'm saying? The look how he knocked down Tony Harrison. Look how he knocked down Erickson Lubin. He got Benavidez a way of getting you. He could do it in the middle of the ring. He could do it off the ropes like he did Brian Castano. This guy is very, very versatile. And I think a lot of people haven't given him the credit that he deserves. High low. Dímelo con los 2 pesos de plátano. Gracias de lo mío. Co-sign it, and I'll split the winning with you. Ooh, shit. Oh, shit. Don't do that to me, Charles, man. Cause then if you lose, then... Oh, man. I gotta gamble on this, man. I go for Mel, Charles, man. I go for Mel. Let's go. Let's go, Jamel Charlo. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Jamel. Let's go, Jamel. Let's go, Charles. Mel, let's go. Let's go, Mel. Canelo Alvarez in the gym, though. He looking mobile. I got Jamel. Yo, it's going to be... I got Mel, man. I got Mel. Let's go for the underdog, man. Let's go for the Rocky Balboa story. Charles, let's go. Last time you went for... Oh, no, you went for the underdog. You went for Errol True Spence. You don't got Mel. Nah. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I'm rooting for Mel. I don't think. Nah, I got Mel. I'm going. That's it. It is going to fight. I love Canelo Alvarez. I just feel. I just got a lot of. I got a lot of faith in Jamel Charlo's skill set. He don't got it punch. Let's go, Mel. Let's go, Iron Man. Let's go, Undisputed. Let's go, Charles and the Cheese. Let's go, Jamel Charlo. We got Jamel. We got the underdog, major underdog. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Jamel Charlo, the Iron Man. 2-division undisputed champion of the world. Gonna shock the world. See, I'm looking. I don't know if Canelo Alvarez got the competitive nature, because if he was very competitive, he would get David Benavidez. But he like, I'll get Jamel Charlo. Or you think it's gonna be easy work? I got Jamel Charlo. Shit, damn, he said it right there. He said, yo, Canelo didn't sign a 3-fight deal to lose to a smaller guy. Shit. So you think that you think that if it's a close fight, they're still gonna give it to Canelo Alvarez? You know what? I got Jamel. If Mel was to win, think Bud still gonna be about that life? I think Bud would be about that life, but like I said earlier, I don't know if you heard me say, Charles. I don't think that it's gonna be at 154. It can't be at 154 because, of course, Jamel Charlo gonna rehydrate probably at 180. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be fighting at 168, 12 pounds rehydration. You're gonna be waiting at 180 to come back down to the 154. I think no, he's gonna be. Think about it. If Jamel Charlo, like I said earlier, if Jamel Charlo is it beats Canelo Alvarez, he'll be the major A side. He'll be the A side of boxing. Why would the A side of boxing is gonna come back down to the 154, deplete himself, and have him in that type of nah? The fight will happen at 160 in the catch weight. 160, 162, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think that Jermell Charlo, if he beats Canelo, will come all the way down to 154 for Bud, and he's the A side. Nah. And he accomplished already the same thing that Bud Crawford accomplished in being 2 division undisputed. Nah. That fight is going to happen at 160. 160 will happen. It won't happen at 154. It'll be dumb. It'll be dumb if Jermell Charlo go all the way down to 154 if he beats Canelo Alvarez. High low, Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity in the sport of boxeo. Gracias, de lo mío. High low, high low, high low. Cash Nettle isn't going the distance with that chump. Diablo, mira, Diablo. I don't know, man. Look, don't be surprised. Yo, I'm going to tell you, like, this is what it is when it comes to Canelo Alvarez. Y'all already know Canelo Alvarez, the 4th division world champion, super middleweight undisputed, a.k.a. King Nelo, a.k.a. Cartelo, a.k.a. Cash Nelo, a.k.a. Payday, a.k.a. get the fuck out of here, man, Canelo Alvarez. I have lost faith in the stamina of Canelo Alvarez. Not the skills, not the chin, the stamina. He lost all 3 rounds versus Bivol in the championship rounds because of stamina. He got tired after the 3rd round versus Triple G, the old man. He lost all 3 rounds, the 10th, the 11th, and 12th rounds in the Triple G trilogy because of stamina. He couldn't put away John Ryder. Those 3 fights in a row. Those are 3 fights in a row. That tells me that his stamina, he threw a little bit more punches versus John Ryder in the championship rounds. But his stamina is worse than ever, bro. And I don't see it getting better. I didn't see it getting better. And think about this. Think about this. His stamina ran out. He said it. With the Triple G trilogy. And Triple G don't even move. Triple G was there to be taken out. He was so stationary. So how do you get tired with Triple G when he's not moving? Now, Jermell Charlo is going to move. Jermell Charlo is going to move. And I feel like his punch selection, even when he's moving, is better than the Plant, is better than Billy Joe Saunders, and is better than Smith. I just feel like Jermell Charlo, if he just stays off the ropes just a little bit, because he knows how to capitalize off the rope, but he cannot be in the ropes. He cannot be in the ropes. And also, he needs to throw more punches. See, you could overwhelm Canelo Alvarez with punches like Dimitri Bivol. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you throw more punches, you're subjected to be counter as well. But I believe that Jermell Charlo could do, and he's taller than Canelo Alvarez as well. I could see Jermell Charlo getting Canelo Alvarez tired. If he does passes the 9th round, I got Jermell Charlo winning the championship rounds. I got Jermell Charlo winning the championship rounds. I don't have faith in Canelo Alvarez stamina anymore. If somebody tells me in this camp that he's not running, that he's just doing swimming and biking, if he's not running those 5 to 6 miles, in my opinion, I don't have no more faith in the stamina. I got to be honest. I can't lie to myself. At 57, being heavy muscle requires more oxygen. Lopez chilling. Have we seen a meathead have good cardio in anything? Honest question. Niners boss said, Devin is not scattering from nobody, bro. He was going to 140, you know that. He looked drained against Loma. Levels punch. We're going to see. We're going to see what Canelo Alvarez is going to be. Again, I think that he got one of the best skill set in boxing. And I think that his stamina is failing him. His stamina is not his skill set. And let's be real. Canelo Alvarez became a professional at the age of 15. The wear and tear, not necessarily in the ring, but the wear and tear is in camp. You know what I'm saying? How more can Canelo go? You know what I'm saying? How long can Canelo go? You know, this is another Another training camp. I think Canelo Alvarez timing is gonna be there. I think Canelo Alvarez timing is gonna be there. I don't think that his footwork is gonna be there. He's gonna plant his feet. He's going to generate power. I think that's one thing about Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez, yes, he's gonna generate some power. But let me tell you like this: it couldn't stop John Ryder that was there to be taken out. It couldn't stop Triple G that was there to be taken out. And it wasn't there versus Bivol. Now Bivol is bigger, Triple G is bigger, and John Ryder is bigger. I still feel that Jermell Charlo naturally is stronger though. More athletic than all these guys. Maybe Bivol. Bivol is athletic. He got great footwork. Charlo could do a Mayweather on Canelo. Yo, Marco, you got a great point. That's an absolutely great point. He could do a Canelo to Charlo. Now, is Charlo a marquee name where he gonna get that split decision that they gave Floyd Mayweather, though? Remember, they gave a split decision to Floyd Mayweather. They would have robbed Floyd Mayweather with Canelo Alvarez. Who's betting that he's gonna see? Look, this was the beauty about boxing. We never know what really gonna happen. We think it's gonna happen. Everybody thought that Bud and Errol Spence is gonna be the toughest fight for Bud. And guess what happened? This was probably the easiest fight for Bud. This fight was easier than the Felix Diaz fight. This fight was easier than the Victor Postal fight. This fight was easier than the Mean Machine fight. Shadow said, yo, Punch, what Spence baby mama saying to him? You want to go to Dubai, baby? Do you want to go to Dubai, baby? Hey, yo, I dare say that shit to Errol True Spence now. Baby, I know you've been dealing with so much because of the laws. Do you want to go to Dubai, baby? Man, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! I'm gonna go fucking Dubai. We should have never went to Dubai in the first place. We were supposed to keep foot Thurman to keep myself active and shit like that. Do you want to go to Dubai, baby? And when it comes to Canelo, Niners Bar said, and when it comes to Canelo, was the best feinter and mixed puncher and disguises them very well. And that's what I'm saying is that Canelo Alvarez skills, he still got the skills. He still got the power. He don't have the stamina. And if he goes a whole 12 or he passes the championship rounds, he couldn't win the championship rounds versus Triple G. A guy that was standing there ready to be taken out, an old man. He couldn't win the championship rounds. He didn't win no rounds with Bivol the last 3 rounds. He didn't win no rounds with Triple G the last 3 rounds. Look, I'm going to show you. I will show you. Look at this. Hold on. I got you right here. Look. Hold on. I will show you. Look. Is it Triple G? Okay, he won 1 round. But look, even on one scorecard, he took all the championship rounds. Triple G won. The championship rounds, the late rounds. Look at the scores. He only beat Triple G in the trilogy. In the trilogy, the scorecard was actually closer than all the fights. You get it? In the trilogy, the scorecards was actually closer than look, 115, 113, 116, 112, 2 scorecards. Yo, if Triple G would have won 1 more round, this fight could have been a draw, brother. The trilogy would have been a draw. I don't have faith in the stamina, man. I don't have faith in the stamina. Mr. Sanchez said Charlo can't hurt King Nello. Cartelo. but with the harder punchers at 175. What's good, Rap Star Boxing 9 is the voice of the UK, London, bro. Now that's the nickname, aka King Nello, Cartelo, Cash Nello, aka Payday, aka get the fuck out of here, man. Como le dijo a Dimitri Andre. Yeah, you can't go by the judges. They had Gio versus Pitbull 114. What I'm saying is, but even when we watching the fight, though, I didn't think that he won the championship rounds with Triple G. Even with the judges, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying, man. I hope that the Canelo Alvarez is running. I hope he's working on his stamina. Were you with Jose Benavidez? Well, what you ever think about this fight, though?
It will be an honor to fight Boo Boo. You know, nobody wanted to fight him. Everybody was running away from him. Even Canelo was running from him. You know, we don't have a problem facing Boo Boo. He's a great fighter, a very slick fighter, very intelligent fighter. I think he has a kind of a style of Caleb Plant a little bit. So, you know, we already passed the test. So I think now for us, I feel more confident fighting Boo Boo Andrade.
But if you let's get that fight done. Let's get that fight done. Let's get that fight done. Or were you playing? I couldn't tell you were rolling on that. Or you were playing with him, with Andrade. Nah, I was serious. I did. I've spoken to him 3 times. And I always mention what happened. Let's go with the Mise Andrade. Now I'm serious about that fight. They serious about that fight. Now I ain't playing around. Let's get that fight. Charlo's boxing IQ is 24. It's 24. Mayweather is 183. Boo Boo versus David is fire. $1 trillion dream set. Facts. Charlo could outpoint King Nello, though. Marco said, "Hey, I think people are gonna be highly surprised. I think people are gonna be highly surprised. I think people are gonna be highly surprised September 30th." Boo Boo a dog. David Monster 2. Money make that moves though. Let me see. Damn, man. I was supposed to have a guess, man. But it's all right. Nonito Donaires Jr.'s manager at few to Cameron Duggar says he lost respect for Nonito Sr. when he gambled away the money his son gave. Oh, man, come on. I get it. These guys are trying to. Nonito Donaire, his father, they still going back and forth. These guys are just trying to outdo one another and disrespect one another. I think this is going public with this is already like, you know what I'm saying? When there's kids in the mix and there's family in the mix, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need to stop this mess. My opinion. The Donaires need to stop that mess. Somebody got to be the bigger person, and because ain't nobody listening to that shit over here. What when Donaire Senior is saying, ain't nobody listen to that shit in America. Nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Now in the Philippines, maybe they talking about it over there, but it's not hitting no media out here. So I don't even know why I don't even know why They putting it out there, man. Just give him a call. I think anyway. Another surprise. If Demetrius beats, and shout out to Amanda Serrano and Heather Hardy tomorrow. Amanda Serrano, the 7th Division World Champion, undisputed. Y'all already know that's gonna be a good fight. That's gonna be a good fight. It was a good fight when it was out here in New York City on the co-main event to Zaul Abdulev and Devin the Dream Haney out here in the Hulu Theater. That's gonna be a good fight tomorrow. Shadeja Green is performing tomorrow to also Nate Diaz and Jake Paul. You gotta give credit to Jake Paul and Most Valuable Promotions. Shout out to them. Shout out to Jordan and everybody in the crew. I would love to see, damn, and y'all heard the news that Katie Taylor going to be fighting Chantel Cameron the rematch. That's going to be a good fight. There was a close fight, but Chantel Cameron did win. But Katie Taylor could go again for a 2-division undisputed if she beats Chantel Cameron. So it's going to be good boxing. Anthony Joshua stepping right back in the ring with Dillian White. I got Anthony Joshua beating Dillian White, but we never know what happens. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if we could see Dillian White KO Anthony Joshua, who I think lost his killer instinct, is still in New York City in Madison Square Garden. Let's see what happens in that fight. Of course, Jamel Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. We got Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez next week. What y'all feel about that fight as well? I think both of these guys' defense, for me, in my opinion, as of late, been slacking. Punch, how the hell are you grown with a bird flying around like Nate Diaz? Flying around like me. I don't know. That's good money for Nate Diaz, though. He probably gonna make more money than he's ever made in fighting Jake Paul than in the MMA. Nah, I don't get it. Punch covers some SummerSlam. I haven't watched wrestling lately, though. Bird chest. I don't get it. I haven't even. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because I haven't even watched the promo. I ain't even watched. I only watched the clip. I haven't watched the. Yes, sir. Going 40. Football's back, baby. Who's playing yesterday? My Jets versus Cleveland. Which one? Which one? I didn't even watch wrestling that much no more, man. High low, Mr. Moon. When a grown man has a, let me say, chest like 11-year-old, we used to call it big. When a grown man has a chest like a, okay, we talking about the Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz got a little hunchback with a little, like, he got like a little beer belly and stuff like that. I like Nate Diaz though, man. He's funny. Even though I know he's punch drunk too, but I like Nate Diaz. I think he's good for combat sport. He's a guy. How many losses does Nate Diaz have? Like 15, 16 losses, and people still love Nate Diaz? Imagine having 16 losses or 15 losses in boxing. High, low, dímelo, Mr. Moonshine, the keeper of objectivity in the sport of boxeo. El adobo, el sazón, el borracho, el pastor de boxeo. Hey, yo, what y'all think the best chin of all time is going to get KO'd bad? That's going to be bad, man. That's going to be bad if Nate Diaz get KO'd. I mean, he could take a punch, though. Would anybody bet on the chat right now, because me and Edward Queso was talking about it, has anybody betting that Jamel Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez? Will anybody put a bet on it? Will anybody put a bet that Jermell Charlo beats Canelo Alvarez? Charlo got a good chin too, yeah. Mastermind. Charlo got a good chin. Shout out to Mastermind, brother. What's good? Jackie Hernandez said, hell no, Diablo. Por un pesito, little dollar, little $5, $10, nothing, 100, 20, 80. Savage said, hell no. That shit got to be half a roulette. Hey, yo, I'm going to tell you like this, Charles. Imagine if you bet against him and he actually wins. You really going to be mad. Because you bet on Errol Spence. And let's say you bet on Canelo Alvarez and Jermell Charlo beats Canelo. Whew. I don't know. I don't see how Canelo Alvarez is going to outbox Jermell Charlo, though. I don't see it. I could see maybe he could stop him. He could knock him out. Do y'all see Canelo Alvarez outboxing Jermell Charlo? He said, get the strap, we back in the streets. Most of these welterweights were avoiding each other. Yeah, but it's going to be hard for Jermell Charlo, right, to go up to 168-pound division. But the thing is, he had probably a lot of time to be up in that weight while he wasn't active. He look. We'll see, man. We'll see. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. But I tell you right now, ain't nobody else gonna be nobody ever gonna be talking about no Canelo Alvarez versus Errol the True Spence. Nobody ever gonna say that ish again. Nah, I think that Errol Spence should fight Canelo. Ain't nobody ever gonna say that again. Ever. So you could scratch him off the list. Castaño and Canelo Alvarez have two different type of styles. The pressure and the footwork of Castaño, it was the one that was challenging. His footwork and pressure was challenging Charlo. It was not a stationary flat-footed fighter. It's way different. Castaño and Canelo Alvarez, two completely different type of styles. And what was giving Jermell Charlo problems was the effective aggression of Brian Castaño. So no. And Brian Castaño did not outbox Jermell Charlo. What are you talking about? Outbox is what Tio did to Josh Taylor. Outbox is what Tio did to Lomachenko the first half of the fight. Outbox is what Mayweather did to Canelo. Outbox is what Shakur Stevenson did to Oscar Valdez. That's outbox. Brian Castaño never outboxed nobody. No Jermell Charlo. That was a competitive fight. That was a competitive fight. I mean, we could all try the triangle theory. We could all try we could all do we could all do that we could all do that every single time. Well, this guy could be this guy. Well, Canelo Alvarez could be Castaño. Well, this back, well, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody could be the guy that knocked out Manny Pacquiao. The two guys that beat Manny Pacquiao that we forgot their names, I think everybody else could beat them. But Manny Pacquiao is one of the greatest. Savage con los 5 pesos de Super Chari Pari K. Le dijo a la gente, punch. I think Tio can beat Charlo. Ay. That's asking for too much, my friend. That's asking for too much. So go to the 154 pounds already? Nah, not right now. I think Charlo's too big. Charlo's too big. Charlo's too big. Triangle theory legit is the modern world. Now, we could say that all day. But look, it never really happens like that in boxing, right? Think about it. Thurman lost to Pacquiao, but I never thought that Ugas could beat Thurman. But Ugas beat Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao beat Thurman. I'm sorry, Pacquiao beat Thurman. Ugas beat Pacquiao. Errol Spence beat Ugas. Bud beats Spence better than he beat Mean Machine and Victor Postal. Does Victor Postal and Errol Spence go to a decision? Nah. We could do these theories all day long. Mikey Garcia got knocked down by, what's his name? Roman, the Puerto Rican? Roman? Errol Spence couldn't knock down Mikey Garcia. So Roman could knock down Errol Spence. Ain't no triangle theory. Hey, we could play that all the time. We could play that all the time. Yeah. Who else? Let me see who else. Be who? Who beat who, and then this person lost to this person? Mean Machine might have beaten, right? Mean Machine could beat Earl the True Spence. I mean, Mean Machine could drop Earl Spence because Mean Machine dropped Bud Crawford. So now, but Mean Machine got beaten up by Virgil Ortiz. Maybe Virgil Ortiz beats up Earl Spence like Bud Crawford beat Mean Machine. You know what I'm saying? I think when there's a favorite, I think when there's a underdog, I think they give them more credit. I think they give the underdog more credit when the underdog challenges the favorite. So it's like you expect nothing from this underdog, right? You expect nothing from this underdog, and then the underdog actually fights to this level for automatically, because he's fighting the favorite and is challenging the favorite. Normally, the people look at the underdog like this now, because you ain't expect nothing from this underdog, but he challenges the favorite. But because he challenges the favorite, people automatically be like, they robbed him, yo, Catterall won, yo, Pitbull Cruz beat Javante Tank Davis, yo. Because you ain't expect nothing, that doesn't mean they actually won the fight. That you didn't expect nothing from them. Exactly, right? Shit. George Cambosa beat T.O. Maxie Hugh really beat Camboso. So Maxie Hugh could actually be maybe T.O. Really? Charles Elder said, let me say, Tony said, I know Styles. EJ got lucky ducking Thurman. Yep. Charles said, it's like Showbiz said, I put my beam behind Floyd Paws, and he never let me down. I was gassed of the sparring and his dominance that I let that override my logic. Yeah, but remember, those are sparring stories. We can't go by sparring stories. Mike Tyson got knocked out in sparring before. And then I think knocked the dude out. I think I forgot who knocked him in sparring. And then he, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit that happened in sparring. There's a lot of stuff that happened in sparring. They say that Tio got dropped by, what was his name? Starts with an R. that he's with David Benavidez, Jose Benavidez, fighter, and then this guy loses to Chris Colbert and loses to De Los Santos. Anything can happen in sparring. Don't make it on sparring story. Now, if you see the sparring session, maybe it give you an idea, but we don't know what they working on sparring. You know what I'm saying? We don't know if Errol Spence. Remember, let's say Floyd Mayweather got a sparring session. Let's say that Floyd Mayweather got 3 sparring partners for that sparring session. We don't know if Errol Spence is sparring the last 3 rounds, or he's the first one, or the middle guy. Like, sparring is, and we don't know if they're telling Errol the True Spence to throw a lot of punches and Floyd Mayweather is going to work on the back foot. It's going to work on countering on top of the jab. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what they working on. I never go by the sparring. I see a lot of sparring sessions. You know, I'm gonna tell you like this: the sparring, I seen a sparring session with Tio and this other guy. Teofimo Lopez sparring partners gave him a better fight than Sando Martin. Duran versus Errol Berkeley equals Lopez versus Canelo. Good looking out with a $2 super chat. I don't know about that. Oh shit, I didn't even see that. What happened? Hold on, give me a shot. I want to know. Last time I wasn't seeing the chat. Hold on. Let's see. All right. High low, dímelo, Mr. Moonshine, the soul of boxing. Ya tú sabes, mi hermano, gracias de lo mío. High low. Shout out to Showbiz as well, my brother Showbiz. The GOAT. I call him the GOAT, my friend Showbiz. Like, I don't even know why people criticize like my brother Showbiz when he bets on whoever he bets. This is his money, and at least he got the heart to bet on what he feels is right for him or what's a good pick for him. It's crazy when I see people go, yo, Showbiz, yo, you pick this person, you pick. Man, shout out to Showbiz, man. Showbiz, one of the realest mother effers out here and this in this boxing stuff. Shout out to Showbiz. 4-5 niggas left. He said 4-5 niggas left. He got a team. He left the job. Yeah, shout out to Showbiz. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to Showbiz, go subscribe to Showbiz. Let's get Showbiz into 300K. See, I'm that type of brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm that type of guy that I love to see people succeeding. You know what I'm saying? It inspires. If Showbiz channel don't inspire in the way it doesn't inspire you as a boxing channel, a boxing host, then I guess, you know what I'm saying, I don't know, maybe some type of enviness going around. But I'm the type that I give credit where credit is due. I want Showbiz to reach the 300K. You know what I'm saying? I want me and Showbiz to commentate a fight together. I wish like the Zone or Showtime hire us to do a fight. I think that shit would be epic, right? I think so. You know what I'm saying? I like you know what I'm saying, chilling with people that got great energy. You know what I'm saying? Great, genuine energy. Let's go, Charles Other Cheese. We're getting punched that plate. That's what I'm talking about. That would be fire, right? Let's say Canelo versus Jamel Charlo, Showbiz and Punch Drunk Boxing doing the commentary. Or at least if they don't give us a commentary, at least we could be like in the booth talking leading up to the fight while like in between the fights, right? In between the fights. Or let us interview these fighters. I think that for real, I think we'll hype it up more, man. I think we'll hype it up more. I think that at Showtime, these guys need to hire us, you know, good energy YouTube hosts, You know what I'm saying? I think so. For certain events. Muhammad Ali got beat by Ken Norton. He should have just quit as well, right? Oh no. See, I don't even think that Errol Spence could, and I said that on my on one of the videos. A lot of people are going with that Errol the True Spence should quit. I don't think he should quit. I think that he needs some time off, and I think that he could get his rematch. He could get his rematch, but not in December. I think he should get his rematch in the middle of next year. Again, I think he needs, let him go to training camp. Let him get a 154-pound camp. See how that feels. Fight a guy like Erickson Lubin. If you could get through Erickson Lubin and stuff like that, it got good pop, got good skills. You know what I'm saying? He don't got the mobility like a Bud Crawford or the IQ like Bud Crawford. You could get him to fight. You could get him to you could lure him into a fight. You know what I'm saying? And if you could get through with Erickson Lubin, you know what I'm saying? And then you get Bud Crawford, you know what I'm saying, late summer next year. That's how I feel. But ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow we back at it. We're going to do the Jake Paul, Nate Diaz event. Amanda Serrano, Heather Hardy, Sadeja Green. Tomorrow we're live. Yes, we're going to do the Jake Paul, Nate Diaz, Amanda Serrano, and the crew. Shout out to women boxing. Shout out to my GOAT, in my opinion. She's the GOAT to me. Amanda Serrano, the most decorated champion of all of boxing, the most decorated woman champion, the 7 division world champion, undisputed in the featherweight division. Amanda Serrano. God, I think if she gets one more knockout, I think she beats Christy Martin's record, or she ties Christy Martin's record as the most knockout in women boxing history. So I can't wait for the fight tomorrow. So ladies and gentlemen, man, God bless each and every one of y'all. Have a great night. Have a great Friday. You know what I'm saying? Punch been supporting Amanda from day one. Yes, sir. Amanda the legend. Yes. I had Serrano. What you say? I got Amanda Serrano beating Heather Hardy. But I think it's going to be a good fight because Amanda Serrano like a war. It could be a fight like we saw the last time. You know what I'm saying? Heather Hardy is a little bit older. Heather Hardy, I think, is 41, 42 years old. But, she's fighting in a good weight this time. She's not draining herself. Like the last fight that she fought with Amanda Serrano out there in New York City. I saw that fight. But I think Amanda Serrano is just too good. Amanda Serrano, she just stays in the gym. She stays prepared. She stays within weight. She's just a gym rat. She is like, Amanda Serrano is like the Bud Crawford of women boxing, in my opinion. Amanda Serrano is like Bud Crawford in women boxing in terms of being a gym rat. Very accurate with her punches, very accurate with her counter punches. I think she need to throw her jab a little bit more. I think she's been abandoning her jab a little bit. She's throwing a lot of power punches. You know what I'm saying? I think she need to set her punches up. And I think that's the reason why I feel like when she started really getting these big fights, I think she have put a little pressure on herself to not. She's thinking about. It looks like she does think about the knockout. Not necessarily with the Katie Taylor fight, with the other guy, for the other fights leading up to the fight. And I think she's putting a lot of thump in her punches. I think she need to mix the speed up and then set the knockout punch. And I think she's gonna get a knockout. I think she's gonna stop Heather Hardy tomorrow, maybe with cuts, in my opinion. Let me know what y'all think, man. Subscribe to Punch. Do you think that she's more talented than Clarissa Shields? I think she's a better fighter than Clarissa Shields. I think that Clarissa Shields has probably got a better boxing, overall boxing selection of punches, but I don't think that she's a fighter like Amanda Serrano. I don't think she got more power than Amanda Serrano. I don't think she could go to the body like Amanda Serrano. I don't think she got a better chin than Amanda Serrano. I think Amanda Serrano was just a better fighter, in my opinion. And you can see it. She's a better fighter in the MMA as well. I think she's the most decorated champion. I think she's an entertaining fighter. She is what women boxing needs, especially because let's be frankly, Clarissa Shields, she's all that, but she only got 2 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? She's not. Clarissa Shields is not an exciting fighter. Amanda Serrano is. Alicia Baumgartner is. So I think Amanda Serrano is the real GOAT, in my opinion. But tomorrow, we back at it again. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.